Can you give paracetamol and ibuprofen together? Well, they're two different drugs with slightly different methods of action, and the truth is that doctors and scientists don't really know how paracetamol works to help with pain and a fever, but we know that it does. Whilst ibuprofen is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, so it has an anti-inflammatory action. So it might be that you prefer to use paracetamol to treat a headache or a high temperature, whilst ibuprofen you might prefer to treat arthritis or period pain. But the truth is that they are both effective painkillers and can both work to bring down a high temperature. If you are an adult, if you are over the age of 16, then yes, you can give paracetamol and ibuprofen together, even at the same time. But it's really important that you note down what you've taken and when you've taken it, because how much you take and how often you take them are different for the medications. Paracetamol in an adult is 1 gram taken up to 4 times a day. So that's every 4 to 6 hours, but a maximum of 4 times a day. Whilst ibuprofen for an adult is generally 400 milligrams, and that is taken for a maximum of 3 times a day. So 6 to 8 hourly, but a maximum of 3 times in a day. It's easy for us all to get confused when we're in pain or when we have a fever or don't feel well. So write it down so that you know you're getting your dosages correct. And remember, paracetamol can be hidden in lots of other over-the-counter medications, such as cough and cold and flu remedies. And it's really important that you don't exceed the amount of paracetamol in a day. Now, for children under the age of 16, we don't recommend that you give paracetamol and ibuprofen together at the same time, but you can give them staggered. So it may be that you start off by giving your child paracetamol for a high fever that's making them miserable, and if an hour later it hasn't come down and your child is still miserable and not drinking, that you can then give your ibuprofen. Again, write it down, make sure that you are using the dose as it says on the bottle, the correct dose for the age of your child, and that you don't exceed the maximum amount of dosages in a day. I'm a parent. I've been there at 3 in the morning. It is hard to remember what you gave last time, so writing it down can be really useful. In adults over the age of 16, paracetamol and ibuprofen can be given at the same time or staggered. And for children under 16, we advise that you stagger the medication, in both cases, making sure that you don't exceed the maximum amount in a day. Remember, this is just generalized medical advice and is not supposed to replace personalized medical advice from your doctor. If you want more health information and health news, please visit www.thesun.co.uk/health and follow The Sun's health YouTube channel, The Sun Health.